All right. Welcome to No One Cares About Your Band. There's a podcast where we talk to musical people about non-musical things. I'm Ben. I host this podcast, and with me, as always, is my co-host Ellie. What's up?
Hi. How's it going?
Things are good. I've been super busy today. I had 2 band practices and had to do a whole bunch of cleaning and stuff today, so I've been busy as shit. With us today is Eric from Stress Fractures, Dollhands, and Acrobat Unstable Records. What's up?
Hello. How are y'all?
Pretty good.
Hell yeah.
So you've been doing a whole lot of stuff lately, as far as at least Acrobat Unstable. Y'all put out 2 of the best records last year that I can think of.
Thanks.
Die on Mars and Fate's Worse Than Death.
Yeah.
Dope.
It was a good year. It was a good first year, for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. Y'all are I also run a label, and y'all are way more put together than every other label that I can think of. Thanks. For the first year especially. It's really good to see.
Thanks. I mean, we have a whole team, honestly. I'm at my friend Nick's house, and he does all of our design work and stuff. I'm hanging out with his dog on his patio.
That's sick. So we'll start off with a little bit of music talk, as we do. We'll just take 10 minutes to talk about what's up as far as music goes. So what's up with besides you got Die on Mars reissue coming up, right? And
yeah. That actually just got to my house yesterday. So
this looks sick.
That's all inventoried in, which it took 5 hours, but it's the vinyl looks so sick, so shit's cool. And then we're working on doing a short fictions repress soon, hopefully.
Nice.
We got some other stuffs in the works.
Awesome. What's up with the bands and stuff? How's Stress Fractures and Dollhands doing?
Sick, honestly. We just recorded a Dollhands EP the beginning of the year. So that's getting mixed right now. And it's really good so far. Honestly, I'm really proud of it. And then we're about to record a Stress Fractures EP too.
Nice.
And then I think we're both gonna record LPs this year. I'm not totally sure yet. Stress Fractures LPs probably definitely happening, but I have to write the Dollhands EP still, LP. So.
Mm-hmm.
So you do most of the writing on Dollhands?
Yeah, so Marty does all the writing pretty much for Stress Fractures. I just add parts here and there, and then I do all the writing for Dollhands. It's more of a collective effort, I guess. I just kind of come with ideas and we just kind of figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Me, Seth, and Marty.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good feeling. Just being able to hop in and collaborate with people.
Yeah, it's sick. I love having them in my band. It's been I've had this band going for since 2015, but this is the most fun I've had with it, honestly.
And y'all just played a big gig a week ago, right?
Yeah, we had the anniversary show. That show was sick.
Yeah.
I work at the Milestone, so it's always good when I happen to book a really sick gig there, because it's my coworkers are all stoked that they're getting hella money.
And anything to pay the bands.
Yeah, of course.
Well, that's sick. Anything you've been vibing on as far as listening to besides a whole bunch of shoegaze?
Call me out.
It's okay, because I do too.
I've been listening to a lot of Baby Keem. Have y'all heard of him?
I haven't.
He's a rapper. I don't know where he's from, but his LP is super dope. My friend Nick, as aforementioned, always puts me on a good post-punk and electronic music. So I kind of just listen to what he shows me too.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new JPEG Mafia song that came out. Which is pretty good.
That slaps.
Gami, of course.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Pretty
Always
sick that
on the
they're going to
Gami.
Japan.
Yeah, that shit got announced today. I'm really excited. That's been in the works for a long time. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that's been in the works since like around the time that Stars Hollow was in the works, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was like at the same time, which is dope. I'm glad that it got announced. The flyer's sick too. I didn't even see that until today. So
yeah, that's gonna be during the same time as the Olympics too, I think.
Yeah, that's sick.
There's gonna be like chaotic good energy right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That is a whole lot of chaos. Is there basketball in this Olympics? Because like, no one's gonna be able to control Pat and Ryland if they have the chance to see Olympic basketball.
It's true.
Is basketball Winter Olympics or Summer Olympics? That could be like a total idiot question. But
I think it's summer, but I'm not totally sure, to be honest.
I don't know what the difference is, to be honest, besides like the outdoor stuff.
Yeah. I know there's like a lot of like swimming stuff for Summer Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, I think Winter Olympics has like tennis or something. I don't know.
Winter Olympics has like skiing and skating and stuff.
Yeah.
What else? I don't know.
Well, you're kind of damned either way, because I don't know if this is the Summer Olympics coming up, right?
Yeah.
So I think basketball is in the summer, but if it was the winter, then you would just have Sam Treber trying to get into the hockey games. So
yeah, true.
All right. Anything else music-wise? As far as like, gigs coming up, tours coming up, releases and stuff like that. Anything as far as that's hyping you up?
We're trying to keep it low key. I guess I can say this, but there's supposed to be some carpool stuff that gets announced tomorrow for us. Which I'm really excited about that. I don't know if y'all have like been sent some of those songs yet, but like they're fire. Like I'm really excited about that.
There's also, by the time that this episode will go up, the full-ish US with Gami with Mover Shaker as support.
Yeah.
Announced.
Yeah, that tour's gonna be crazy.
It's
gonna be wild. I'm scared.
I'm so excited.
At least it's not Commander Salamander, Ellie. Don't worry. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
I went on tour for a week with those boys, and don't get me wrong, I love them all dearly, but that was a long week.
Nando like fell asleep on my couch in like the strangest position I've ever seen.
Yo, that dude will fall asleep anywhere. Like,
it's crazy. It's like a superpower.
Honestly, I fall asleep anywhere too, and I kind of love it. Like, it's so convenient on tour.
Yeah, for sure.
Literally every time we would get in the car, like Nando would be asleep within the first like 10 minutes. Like it was not even like questionable. You could have set a timer, then he would just be out. Which
That's
honestly
sick,
was kind of sick. I wish I could do that.
The youth.
That's dope.
All right. Want to get into the old topic?
Yeah, sure.
All right. We're here to talk some Japanese high school video games. What's up?
Fuck yeah.
We are going to talk about Persona 5 with Eric here. Eric has been begging to do this episode and talk about some Persona 5, which is dope for me because I don't get to talk about it a lot, and I played it like shortly after it came out.
Yeah, damn. Okay, we have different
opinions.
Experiences then.
Yeah,
you like just finished it like not long ago, right?
Yeah, I finished it.
And per usual, I will be the person who has no idea what's going on. Although I will say that I did watch a video of like the first like 30 minutes of play today, so I know a little bit what's going on.
Okay, bad.
Sick.
Yeah, I just finished it like not too long ago, probably about a month ago. Yeah, it's like my favorite game I've ever played.
It's gripping. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
for sure.
So yeah, let's get a little preface here while somebody rolls cold down the road. Let's
Sorry
get a
about
little
that.
preface as to what Persona 5 is. Now let Eric take that.
Such a this is a daunting task, honestly.
Give us a basic description.
Persona 5 is a game where it's like turn-based, like JRPG, traditional combat kind of stuff. But you're also like in high school, and you have to like every day you have to like complete like, well, you get options to do different things like every day. Like you can like read a book, or somebody just started their car in front of me. Hell. You can read a book, or like, you know, go to the movies or hang out with friends, and you just like have to form bonds with these like characters. And you know, the rest of it's like pretty difficult to explain. I tried explaining it to my dad when I was like playing it one night, and I was like, this shit's too much.
I think the best way I could describe it is it's kind of like Pokemon, but it's all in your head.
Yeah. Well, it's actually all in an app on your phone.
Yeah, it's in an app that might be from hell.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to explain. I think this might be the first one where we have to recommend a lore video before we tell people to listen.
Yeah. Or play the game, because it's great.
All right. Fortunately, since I've played it, I can lead the questions a little bit. Tell us about some characters that you meet in Persona. There's like 6 or 7, I guess, main characters throughout the story.
Yeah. Well, let me counter you. Who's your favorite character?
Yusuke.
Yusuke?
Yeah, he's just like such a goof. He's just a fun individual. I would say Makoto, but she's a cop.
Makoto is a cop, but she was my favorite.
I know, she's charming.
Yeah, she's sick. Ryuji is probably like my second favorite. Like the people that I've formed like the best bonds with were like Ryuji and the Makoto. And then like Morgana is like a given, but Morgana is probably like one of my favorite characters ever too. So it's like, I don't know. There's a lot of different characters. Lady On, Futaba. Who else?
Oh, actually, Coffee Dad. Coffee Dad is my favorite.
Yeah, Coffee Dad.
All right, that sounds like something I can understand. Please explain to me the concept of Coffee Dad.
So basically, you there's at the beginning of the game, there's a woman that's like getting assaulted by this dude, and you like intervene and stop it, but the dude like turns it around and like basically like sends you to jail, and then you're placed under like probation, and then you move into this coffee shop where Coffee Dad is he's basically your new guardian, and you like form like this like weird like relationship with him, where it's like basically like, yeah, I don't know if I like you, but you know, I think you're a good kid. It's weird. He's probably also one of my favorite characters by the end.
He's got a good arc.
Yeah, he really does.
I won't spoil anything, but he's definitely got a good arc. You definitely start out kind of just like very dismissive towards this guy. Like he's definitely painted as like your like generic guardian person at the beginning, and then you actually form like a pretty good bond towards the end, which is cool.
Yeah, it's
dope. So I guess explaining like the first kind of story beats is the easiest way to do things. So
yeah,
I'll take a little bit of this, since you're not talking about like the first like chapter of the game that takes like 20 hours. So as Eric said, you get you witness an assault, and you try and take down the assaulter, but the assaulter is like very well connected and ends up basically like getting you arrested and putting you on probation, much like how the actual world works, unfortunately. So you end up in Tokyo, in coffee shop with Coffee Dad, and he also makes curry, which is an important part of the game that I will never let anybody erase. The curry is important.
It really is by the end of the game.
Yeah,
honestly.
Eventually, you
Comes
learn to
in
make
handy.
the curry.
Yeah.
Dude, that whole aesthetic got me into like making coffee and curry, which I can talk about later. But anyway, so you explore the town. You have to go to high school. It's a very anime high school. Like, I don't know how to describe it. See, it's at the point where if I describe like a high school anime, I'm not describing it to anybody who doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So like I can't name one that's like mainstream. Like I guess My Hero Academia, but like they're superheroes. I don't know if that counts.
I mean, the Killer Zone are like kind of superheroes.
That's true. Not in public, but anyway.
Yeah.
So through your experiences at high school, you find a dipshit gym teacher who is like very like sexually harassing towards the students and stuff, and it's like pretty fucked up. And this app from hell appears on your phone, and whenever you press it, it takes you into the person's mind. So in this case, you go into the gym teacher's mind, and you have personas, which are basically Pokemon, but they're demons. Some of them look like giant penises that you use. I'm not kidding. That's very real.
Yeah. That took me by surprise when I saw that for the first time. I was like, wait, what the fuck?
You have to fight through what's called their palace, which is essentially like a machination of their inner mind, and change their heart, which basically just means like letting them see the error of their ways by force, I guess. So that's basically that's the premise of the game, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the premise of my life. Making them have by force.
You get in people's heads and tell them not to use strobe lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh god.
There was a bruh moment at that free throw show. I'm not gonna name any names, but you know he knows who he is. Like, I was like, come on, stop with the strobes.
Yeah, at the nice show, they played the Metro, the Beach Bunny release show.
Yeah.
And apparently, according to him, Roddy like forgot to mention it ahead of time, and then they used it during the first song, and he like said after that on stage, like, "Hey, can you not use strobe lights?" And like the crowd cheered. And I was like, "Yes, that is the energy that I'm here for."
Yeah. So like Marty, sorry, we're not supposed to talk about band stuff, but
no,
Marty basically was like, "Hey, don't use strobes during our set," and then he didn't. But then every other set he did, and I was like, "Damn!" I was like, "This is not epic."
Why the fuck?
It happened.
If you specifically request no strobes during your set, why would the lighting person think it's cool to use it during other sets? I don't know. I can't explain lighting people. Anyway,
he's a homie though. He's a good dude. He knows. He's hip, but
yeah, I mean, I never like fault people for like doing that. Like they're just trying to do their job. Like
yeah.
And you know, I understand that to an extent. I have some empathy for those people. So
yeah,
like no,
sure.
I never have like bad blood. It's well, I wouldn't say never, but I usually don't have any bad blood. If the person's a dick to me, then I do have bad blood.
Yeah, facts. Honestly.
Oh, jeez. Let's not relive past Twitter beefs.
Oh. Not even that. There was a different thing. I'll tell you later.
Yeah. Let's not air our grievances on the Anime High School podcast. All right. So you think I pretty much hit the beats there, Eric?
Yeah,
as far as what you do.
Yeah, as far as like Kamoshida and everything, you know.
Yeah. So that's like the base of the game, and then like I don't know. Otherwise, it's just like Animal Crossing, except you're just a normal teenager.
Yeah, it's sick, honestly. Like you get to like level up different like attributes and stuff by like if you eat like this giant like burger, like you get to level up your guts in the game. It's really bizarre, but it's like sick. So
I literally
I don't
ate
know.
that burger like every day.
I did too by the end. I was like, all right, I gotta get this up. Because I think guts was like my last thing that I needed to max out.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, because there was a point where at the beginning of the game, right, I was like trying to romance Lady On, but then I was like, wait, Makoto's cool, even though she's a cop, a cab for sure. Like doesn't excuse it, but you need to get like your charm to like level 4 or something to like do that, like start like talking to Makoto. And I was just like, I'm just gonna do this, and then like I figured out this stuff with like the fortune teller and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty crazy. The game's sick. I'm so excited for Royale.
Dude, so am I. That comes out in like 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah. I pre-ordered the Steelbook like a week ago. I'm like really excited about it, honestly.
Yeah. So if regular Persona 5 is not enough for you, if the regular, I think it took me 127 hours. Oh wait,
Damn.
no, that's a movie. It took me like 118 hours.
I was gonna say that's a movie, that's a venue. Like, which one are you talking about?
I didn't cut my arm off. Let's put it that way. So it took me, I think it was 120 something ish hours to finish the first time.
Yeah.
Now they're re-releasing the game with more content.
Yeah. It's gonna be nuts. My first playthrough took me 80 hours, which was like, I told one of my friends that, and they were like, "Damn, really?" And I was like, "Yeah. I mean, I just played. Like, I don't know how it happened, but apparently that was a very good time." But yeah, like I'm excited to like have a second playthrough and like kind of take my time with it, because I was like getting paranoid by the end of the playthrough. I was like, somebody's gonna spoil this shit online and like send me a meme or something. Like we have like a band like Instagram meme chat, and our fill-in drummer Will sent, there's this like Persona 5 meme page where they post the same video of Morgana every day, and he sent one of those memes, and Marty was like, "Yo, spoiler," and I was like, "All right, I'm just not gonna open this shit." And then I looked at the video and it wasn't a spoiler. I was like, "All right."
Oh yeah, one thing that should probably be mentioned: Morgana is a cat that you talk to and lives in your house and in your backpack.
Yeah, he's the GOAT. Honestly, I love Morgana.
Legendary, absolutely legendary. He doesn't know who he is. He thinks he's a human.
Yeah,
but he's a cat.
That was the spoiler Marty was talking about. Marty was like, "Yo, don't spoil the fact that Morgana's not like is a human or whatever. Thinks he's a human." I was like, "Marty, that happens like in the first like 10 hours."
Yeah, that comes out quick.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. Marty played like a little bit of it, but I guess they just like happened to forget like that specific like arc starting. That's like kind of how it starts.
When you spend 100 some hours of doing something, I guess you kind of forget the minute details after a while.
Yeah, it's true. I like thought about it as soon as we started talking, and I was just like, "Oh shit! Wait, am I prepared?"
Nah, I'm here for you. I'm your crutch here. If I didn't know what I was talking about, then we'd be fucked. But other than that, we're good.
Yeah, it's true.
So what would you say is like the appeal of Persona 5 in particular, I guess? Like what drives you to go for 100 and some hours or 80 hours or, however many hours it takes you to go through that one playthrough?
Ever since I was like a kid, I've always wanted a game like Persona, like in my life. Like I've always was like since I was like 12 years old, I was like, I wish there was a game where like you just like get a job, you know, and like live your life. And then like I didn't really know what Persona was like before I went into it. I just kind of like I went in really blind, because I knew like the basics of it. Like I knew who Joker was because of Smash, and then I knew like it was like turn-based JRPG kind of stuff. But like the like everyday life stuff was like really like what made me fall in love with it, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah, there's definitely something appealing about. I think it's kind of the Animal Crossing thing actually, where it's like you can do all of the stuff that you do every day, but without general worry. Like without like
Yeah,
you don't have any existential dread. Like you can just like
yeah,
go to high school and read a book and eat a giant cheeseburger and talk to your friends and like you don't have loans, you don't have bills. Like I guess in
yeah,
Animal Crossing you do have loans, but like you don't have loans in Persona.
yeah, for sure.
It's like that's cool.
Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, like there are definitely points in that game where I was like, oh shit, like because you have like deadlines to do all the palaces and stuff. So like once like a palace opens, you have like X amount of days to like do the palace. But I usually knocked it out like pretty quickly, honestly. Like in the first couple of days, I'd like do the whole palace and then just like fuck around, eat cheeseburgers.
Make some curry, make some coffee.
Yeah, that that shit was a lifesaver.
Okay, so okay, are we talking? And when we're talking making coffee, like you're working at like one of those like fancy like cafes where you're making all these different drinks, like you're learning how to make cortada? Or are we talking like pour the coffee? It's killing me. I must know.
It's like a timed like event you can do. It's not like a like little like mini game or anything. It's just like a thing you select and then you waste like a part of the day doing it. But it's like cool because like when you go into palaces, you can use it to refill like the magic power like you use to like use certain different moves.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like pretty clutch.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I'm a
And
fan.
then it's like the coffee refills like 3 or 5 SP, and then like the curry refills like 10 or something. But it's
Mm-hmm.
like clutch. Like
Yeah. And those are like the points that you use to like do like special moves and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was
Cool.
fun.
it's funny that game like made me like schedule my life out a little bit better.
It makes you think. Like
Yeah, it's like, oh wow, I only have like this day to do certain things. I better make use of it, you know?
I feel like it's
Like
very applicable.
yeah, for sure. Like I mean it helped me be more productive like during the day when I was like playing it because I would like play it at nighttime and then during the day I'd get like a whole bunch of like label work done and it was dope, honestly. And now I'm like, cool, I don't have anything to look forward to at night.
Just a little cutscene plays of Eric like putting packing tape on a box,
Yeah.
and
Well,
then 4 hours are gone.
that's Marty's job. So maybe not that. I'd just be
All
like
right.
cutting J cards.
Fair. I guess it's I don't know. It makes you think. It makes you think like think of like block scheduling in a way, I guess, because it's like you got like the
Yeah,
morning,
totally.
the afternoon, the evening, like, and you've got those times to do like 3 things.
Yeah.
Like, how am I going to maximize this?
Yeah. Damn. I'm just like thinking of how unorganized my life is right now. Preparing. Like I need Royale to come out. There's a damn Chevy. What are those cars, Carl? Camaro. Camaro just
Yeah.
passed me. I was like, shit, quality. But yeah,
Yeah, it definitely makes you think about that kind of stuff. So Persona 5 is naturally a game that kind of lends itself to, I guess the affectionate term isn't exactly weebs, but it lends itself to weebs. And it also, I'm one of those weebs, so like I feel like I can say it, but
Yeah.
but it also lends itself to like those specific people like put like making like very like detailed strategy guides and like ways to do things. Like,
Yeah.
did you do any of that, or did you just kind of like let it go naturally and just like do what you wanted to do?
So like for the first like 3/4 of the game, I just kind of was like doing whatever I wanted to do. But then when I had like, because I didn't really realize at first, like answering when you answer questions, like the questions, but the answers that you give like will increase stats or like won't increase as much. So then like with like Makoto and then like Coffee Dad, because like I was trying to like increase my bond with him by the end too. Like I had to like look and see what questions were like best or like what answers were best for certain things. But like in school and stuff, like when they ask you like the random question every day, like I would just like use like the like cheat sheet that like you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I definitely like Googled
Yeah.
those. You have to answer like
Yeah.
real ass questions about Japanese history and shit.
Oh, when you have to take exams, God. I really did Google that. Like the first exam I took, I was just like, I'm just gonna answer whatever. It probably doesn't matter. And then I was like, oh wait.
Like they definitely take you just to real ass school in that game. Like they're just
Yeah,
like they talk about like shogi and shit, and I guess that's like a board game. I didn't know what that shit was before I played Persona, and now I know a lot of stuff about that game.
yeah, it's definitely like a like educational game too. Like it's not like Pokemon. I definitely be learning on the game.
Yeah, I feel like I definitely have a better understanding of Japanese culture because of Persona 5.
Yeah, totally.
But not in like the I'm gonna go find a waifu like neckbeard way. Like I actually just
Yeah,
like know some stuff about Japan now.
yeah. It definitely makes me want to like it made me like want to set a goal to like visit Japan like sooner rather than later. Because I was just like, this shit is so cool, and I want to go. I've like always wanted to go there. So it's like, damn, I'm gonna try and do this like sooner than like 10 years down the road or whatever.
Hey, maybe you could just hit up Alex Martin and they'll book you a tour there.
I tried. Yeah, I was like, Alex, you have to take me on this tour. And then they were like, yo, just follow us. And I was like, what does that mean? I was like, I can't rent a car.
It means do everything we do, but you pay for it.
Yeah, I was like, damn. It'd be like that though. I'm super proud of them.
Yeah, me too.
Love all of them.
Yeah,
very
absolute
happy.
fact.
Very happy for them. That Commissal tour was also with Short Fictions, and they're just the most wonderful people.
Oh, was it the one that they went to like Chicago?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I was TMing for Commissal on that.
Gotcha. That flyer was great. It was like
last summer. Yeah. Last like July. It was over July because I remember we spent July 4th in Chicago.
I think that might have been the first time that I met Alex in person. Because I think Short Fictions at least, I think stayed at my house. That could have been earlier.
Oh, that was probably after we dropped off because Commissal only did like 9 days of it.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, because that was the first time I ever saw Cool Studs.
Oh.
Memory that lives on forever.
I'll never forget. You never forget. I
wouldn't hate if I never saw Cool Studs again. Let's just put it that way.
I hear the air conditioning works now.
It does.
That's way better than we had it.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully it doesn't break down in Iowa.
Y'all like drove like back to like the DC area that one night, right?
Yeah, it was about 18-ish hours, and
Jeez.
They didn't know how to drive my car because I drive a stick, so I did it all.
Oh, that's rough.
I think that might have been the worst day of my life. Not because of Commissile. They were great. They were supporting me the whole way. But just all of that uninterrupted driving, probably the worst day of my life.
Yeah. We on the Dollhands tour we did, we had to Seth had an ear infection and then he had another ear infection starting. So he was like fucked up by the end of our tour. And we were in I always forget where the fuck that place is. Candy Cane fucking Kalamazoo. We were in Kalamazoo. It was the last show of tour and he was like, "Yo, we gotta go home." I was like, fuck. So we drove all the way from Michigan to North Carolina, which sucked.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, it was like low-key kind of fun, but I had to like drive in the middle of the night through like West Virginia, and that fucking sucked. It was scary. Because it was all like these like back roads. There wasn't like a highway or anything.
I can relate to that. We drove through West Virginia at like 4 a.m. That shit was weird.
Yeah, it's scary. Because you're just like, oh fuck, I'm on a giant mountain right now.
Yeah, driving through Iowa at night is terrifying for some reason. You're just in the middle of nowhere, like pretty much the entire time, and you're like a little afraid that if you got stuck, then no one would be able to save you.
Yeah.
But the stars are really pretty, so.
Iowa's so weird. It looks like a Windows like wallpaper, and you can like see for like 30 miles in any given direction.
Mm-hmm.
It was dope seeing the sunrise in West Virginia, though. I was like, okay, this is cool. Because it was like 5 a.m. when I was driving, and I was like, damn, the sun's coming up. This is sick.
All right, we have miserably failed at not talking about music on this podcast.
Sorry.
We haven't talked about music. We haven't talked about touring.
We haven't talked about specifically music.
Yeah, it's not like I was like, yeah, this song, like the way that it's written.
All we talked about was driving to where music takes place. That doesn't count.
Yeah. We didn't talk about the gig. We just talked about how we got to it.
So persona.
Yeah.
How do you feel about because the combat and like the day-to-day stuff is obviously like very separate because you have to like go into the palace to do the combat and like do all that.
Yeah.
Would you prefer which did you prefer? Did you prefer just like the day-to-day, just like mundane like reading a book and studying and eating a giant burger stuff, or did you like going in and doing the combat, or like a mix?
I liked a mix, but I preferred like doing like day-to-day stuff. I just thought that was like way like it was more, I don't know if involved is the right word, but it was like more like, all right, I gotta kind of like take each day like as an opportunity to up stats or like hang out with Ryuji and like work out.
This philosophical meaning somewhere in there.
Yeah.
Every day's a new opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's sick. I pretty much agree with that. At the end of it,
I feel like the combat kind of is just there to like
make it so that the stuff that you're doing during the day like makes it worthwhile.
Yeah, for sure.
So who were your big like social links? Who were your big people that you like got to know? It was character wise.
It was Makoto was my number one. Like she's like my favorite. ACAB, but yeah, it was Makoto, Ryuji, Morgana, and then who else was it? Those were like the three like evolved personas I unlocked.
Mm-hmm.
But I like really loved like Coffee Dad's character, and then like I don't know, I loved them all, you know?
Yeah.
It's like there's like a whole basically like you're at the beginning of the game, you're like being interrogated by like Makoto's sister because she's like a like detective. and like her whole arc is great. Like the song for her palace is incredible. we didn't talk about the music in Persona.
Oh my god, we didn't.
That's like one of the biggest parts.
Wow, we haven't talked about that dude that cosplayed as the menu UI either.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Have you seen that? I'll have to send you the picture of it. Some dude
Yeah, please
cosplayed
do.
as like the menu, as like
That's
the
crazy.
combat menu.
Yeah, that's sick.
But yeah, so let's talk about the music because the music is crazy good.
I spent $30 on the soundtrack on iTunes because that was the only price that it would let me like buy. And I was like, damn, this sucks, but you know, it's worth it because I can listen to Last Surprise like whenever the fuck I want. I don't have to go on YouTube.
Honestly,
So
I feel that it's such a cool like they're kind of there's kind of like common vibes as far as like where the music is, but like it's very tailored to like the palaces and very tailored to stuff
Yeah.
like that. Like it gets real funky in areas, it gets real like atmospheric and like
Yeah.
like
What was
I don't know.
your favorite palace theme?
Probably Futaba's. What was that called?
I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it was like Rose in the Desert or something like that.
Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Tight.
Persona 5 original soundtrack. Look at that. It was... Wow, there's like 40 songs on this soundtrack.
Yeah, it's pretty beefy.
These ones are the metal versions. I'm gonna have to listen to these.
There's metal versions?
Apparently.
Holy shit.
All right. Rivers in the Desert. That's what it's called.
Yeah. That song's sick.
Yeah.
And then
I love that.
Yeah. I forget what the Casino Palace song is called. It's Whims of Fate. That's what it's called. That's probably my favorite, but it's also tied with the second Palace theme.
Oh,
Yusuke's.
Yeah. What was his name? The art dude.
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about.
An M. Yeah, it started with an M.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was like only like 20 hours into the game. That was only a half of a full-time work week into that game.
Yeah.
Damn it, now I can't think of his name and it's gonna annoy me. But yeah, so the music is really sick. There's a lot of like bass heavy stuff and like I don't know. It's kinda alright. I think Nick is rubbing off on me. I think we need to kick Nick out of the Discord, but it kind of reminds me of like Sonic Adventure music.
Honestly, yeah, because that's like like Knuckles' theme for like Pumpkin Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of has like that kind of vibe.
It does. It's got a lot of like bass centric like hip hoppy like funky kind of vibes to it, especially in the overworld.
Yeah, for sure.
Damn it! I thought we were gonna go a whole ass episode without talking about Sonic, and it's all my fault.
What's your favorite Sonic game?
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, just because I have the nostalgia for it. But the best one objectively is Sonic Mania.
Yeah, I'll agree. I agree with that.
There's just something about like the terrible looking cutscenes where like every character's polygons are like cutting through each other.
It's like charming, honestly.
It is. It's like trashy in a good way. It's kind of like that movie that they shot on iPhone 5s. Tangerine.
Tangerine?
Is that what that was called? Or something like that.
Is it a Sonic movie?
No, it's not a Sonic movie. It's like a real movie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was like, there's a Tangerine Sonic movie? That sounds crazy.
No, there was a movie that was shot on completely on iPhone 5Ss, which and they filmed it whenever like the iPhone 7 was out. So like it was specifically meant to be like kind of like trashy, and like the subject of the film was like very trashy people and stuff like that. So I don't know, it kind of has that. It kind of has that vibe to me, like Sonic Adventure cutscenes.
That's pretty sick, honestly. I'm gonna check that out.
I think it's called Tangerine. So I think I'll have to look it up. I've got a lot of stuff to send you after this episode. So how do you feel about like the style of the game? Because I feel like that's like what really like draws you in. Period. Like everything
Yeah,
has like a lot of care put into it. I feel like.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love it. Like it's like made me want to like redesign our merch so it like looks more like that.
Yo, if you made any kind of merch that just has like the fight menu on it, like I
Would
would
be
be down for
hard.
that. That would be
It'd be
sick.
super
That'd be dope.
hard.
You could easily do that in just like a one color print too.
Yeah, it's like yeah, that's a good idea. I'm
Damn.
mental noting it.
I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna let you have that. But I'm gonna
I
steal
mean,
some.
you could have it too. We could play rock paper scissors over the podcast and try and figure it out.
All right, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm down either way.
No, it's okay. Yvette doesn't let us get too anime. Me and Tommy try, but Yvette doesn't let us get that anime.
True. It'd be like that. I mean, like, you know, we have like, I'm trying to like, I don't know if we want to talk about Morbid and shit.
Do it.
There's
Fuck
not
it.
talk about. I want to. So like, all of our merch is like Kirby themed right now. It's been like that for like a minute because we don't like tour that much, Dollhands.
Mhm.
But like, I want to make our merch like hardcore merch. But I also want to do the Persona stuff. So I don't know. I'm like in the middle.
I mean, Persona's already very like red and black, so like I don't know. You could probably make
Mix
both
of
happen.
both.
Yeah.
Do
Just
a
like
combo of the
Morgana.
two.
Wait, what?
Do a combo of the two somehow.
Yeah, right.
Dollhands meets you in the
Morgana.
pit. Press X to fight.
Yeah, just like a straight edge like Morgana shirt or something.
Perfect.
Yeah, it would be sick.
You did it. You
I'm here
cracked
for
the code.
You
Yeah.
You could put the Goth Doctor on it.
Oh, I forgot about her. Yeah, we could.
I don't remember what her name was. She was always Goth Doctor to me. Persona's like The
Yeah.
Simpsons.
We didn't
Persona's
talk
like
about how you can you can romance your teacher that's a maid.
oh shit.
God damn it.
Your teacher works for a maid service. And if you
That was
romance
like
her, she
was
does
a-
your homework for you.
what was your reaction when you found that out?
I don't remember. I thought it was weird, but I still kept calling her over because she would just kind of like hang out while she was there, and I was like, she seems like she has a rough life, so like I'm just gonna let her hang out.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
talk to her. I didn't try to romance her because that's very weird.
Yeah, I didn't do that either.
But
I was like, you're cool. We can like hang out.
yeah, she was nice. She's a nice
Yeah.
lady. She worked for a maid service.
Yeah, she was just trying to get by.
Yeah, she was just doing. She was like in debt or something like that. She had, like,
Yeah,
shady
her
debt.
story's like kind of fucked up if I remember it correctly. Like her brother or something is like super sick.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, Persona literally is just like The Simpsons. There's like 6 characters that are like always there, and then there's just like a bunch of them that like you don't remember the name of, but you know who they are.
Yeah.
Like, you have Goth Doctor, you have Coffee Dad, you have a creepy airsoft store owner, you have the fortune teller lady, you have oh shit, I forget what was the restaurant. You have fast food Bernie Sanders.
Wait, what?
Remember the politician dude that like worked at the fast food restaurant?
No. I don't remember that.
See, this is the difference between the 80-hour playthrough and the 120-hour playthrough.
Yeah, I guess so. Hopefully I'll
you-
meet him in Royale.
If you go into
What restaurant was it?
I forget. It's one of the ones you can work in because you have to like
To do his social link, you have to like work at the restaurant. But like he's like a politician. He like stands in the square and yells stuff.
and
Oh.
he works at the fast food place that you can work at, and you like bond with him through that.
Damn, I missed that.
Yeah, he's fast food Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, that's sick. I'm gonna meet him on my second playthrough and we're gonna kick it.
Hell yeah. There's the shogi girl who should have been Hifumi, who should have been in the main characters but wasn't.
Yeah, honestly, she's cool.
I'm gonna appease because we're winding down in time here. I'm going to appease the Persona 5 fans, the Persona 5 community for a second, and ask who is best girl.
It's Makoto for me.
She's a cop though.
I know.
The real answer is Yusuke, and you should be able to romance Yusuke, but the developers aren't cool like that and won't let you have a gay relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up, honestly.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
Ryuji would definitely be a second pick. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, Ryuji's a cute guy. You know,
he's nice.
He's handsome. He's athletic.
Yeah. He's rugged.
Been through, you know. He's the homie.
I feel like I can fix him.
It just sounded like an airplane went by, but there was no airplane in sight. That was very strange. I think it's a car, but I don't know. That was weird. That was a weird one.
So I think we talked about most of what makes Persona fun without getting too spoilery.
Yeah,
we can get spoilery at some point, but maybe not necessarily today.
Yeah.
I'll get Tommy on for that one because they just finished it as well, so I'm sure they're interested to talk about it.
Tommy from Carpool?
No, from Sweet Peach.
Oh, true. Okay.
Yeah, they just finished it not too long ago.
I was about to be like, damn, I'm about to punish Tommy.
So, is there a game that you'd recommend somebody who just played Persona? Like, obviously, if you're listening to this, go out and play Persona. It's on PlayStation 4. If you don't have a PlayStation 4, you can get one for like $50. Just do it.
It's true.
Yeah, you can play. You can play Persona. It will literally take 3 full-time weeks. You can make it a second job for 3 weeks.
It's highly recommended. It's the best experience I've ever had in my life, honestly.
It's a great game.
Yeah, it's fucking incredible.
You can
I don't know.
cosplay the menu.
I used to be like really heavy into like gaming, but now I just play like Persona 5 and Call of Duty. So I don't know. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. It's out now. It's pretty good.
Recommended if you like Persona.
Yeah.
If you like Persona, play Call of Duty.
Yeah, it's the same game basically.
Yeah. One thing I would recommend is Fire Emblem Three Houses.
I've been meaning to check that out, honestly.
It's very, very good, and it has a lot of the same stuff, except you're the professor and you're of an unknown age. Where it's like, it might be kind of creepy if you date your high school students, but like, you know, you don't know how old you are.
High school students.
Is that Blythe or Byleth or whatever?
Byleth, the Smash.
Byleth.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
The Smash character.
True.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to check that out.
Besides the romance stuff is kind of creepy, but other than that, highly recommended. It's hard to find a Japanese game where the relationship stuff isn't a little bit creepy. But if you know the difference, that's the key. So yeah, I'd recommend that. Any other general recommendations, I guess? What should somebody do when they play the game? What should they prioritize?
It's different for everybody, you know. I'd say like prioritize the homies overall, because you start with like it's just Ryuji, On, and Morgana, but they're like some of the best characters in the game. So I don't know. Every character in that game is like the best character to somebody. So you know,
this is true.
It just depends on your personality. It really does.
Also, if you're like me and you hang out at that coffee shop a lot in Persona, learn how to make pour over coffee and Japanese curry, because I did both of those things because of Persona 5, and Honestly, that shit is amazing.
That
Japanese
sounds
curry with all of like the tips. So they give you like recipe tips and stuff like throughout the game. So it's like you can like grate apples into it and like put honey and like cocoa powder and stuff like that into your curry. I found a recipe that like follows all of those tips and it's so good.
that's sick. Yeah, that honestly sounds like a great idea for me because I don't really know how to cook anything, and that would be cool.
It's surprisingly easy to make, and it's vegan. So,
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
vegan too.
I think
That's
it's vegan. It's definitely vegetarian.
That's sick.
I'm pretty sure it's vegan because I think the only like I think they use it is coconut milk
Ah, true.
Okay.
instead of regular milk. So yeah, so that's dope. Make curry. Make
Some
coffee.
curry vibes. Curry
Yeah.
vibes.
The coffee goes well with the curry.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's awesome that it actually is it's like a dope combination in real life.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be good, but I was playing a lot of Persona, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try this. And sure enough, it paired very well. The game even gave me recommendations for roasts and like origins and stuff like that.
Oh wow.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It knows what it's doing. It's a
Yeah.
good game.
Those like yellow like text blocks that come up. He's
Mhm.
like, now listen to this.
Yeah, I went into
Happy dad.
the weeb side of Reddit, and somebody made the curry, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna try this.
Damn, I'm gonna look that up, honestly.
I think I have the link saved. I'll send you the one that I use
Bet.
on top of the other like 4 things I have to send you.
Yeah. It's definitely gonna be a lit
It's a lot.
Discord after this.
It's a lot of DMs coming. All right.
Yeah.
Like all the other people in the pod who've ever been on the podcast are about to get all these DMs of curry recipes.
I don't think Corey from P Daddy knows to turn off notifications. So like I'm pretty sure Corey's just gonna get his phone lit up with like pictures of anime stuff and curry recipes in a second. So that's gonna be sick.
Yeah,
That's
he might
sick.
be like, wait, what's going on? But Nick from equipment will be like, oh, hell yeah, curry recipe.
I know
the
Nick's gonna be
goat.
like, I want to make this.
I haven't met Nick, but I've always wanted to. I love equipment. I love
Nick's
P
the
Daddy
best.
too.
Whenever we do the Sonic the Hedgehog movie commentary track, you can hop in because I know Nick will be
All
there
right,
for that.
bet.
Special episode.
I made that tweet as a joke, but now I kind of want to do it because Corey, Nick, and Dustin all said they would.
We should do it, and then I will just like not watch the movie and sit on the sidelines and watch all of y'all talk and just like drink a full bottle of wine and comment snarky comments on your commentary. It'll be great. I'd love that.
You can be the second layer of commentary
Yeah.
where you just shit
Commentate
talk
on the
us.
commentary.
It's one of my strengths. Shit talk to other people.
All right, so we have reached just about the end of our time. Let's do some plugs, social media plugs, show plugs if you got any coming up soon.
True.
Whatever you got going on. Let's hear it, Eric.
All right. My Twitter is at Eric Smeal Vivo. My Instagram is at Oasis Band Official. It's like that's like my favorite thing I ever have to tell anybody. It's like, what's your Instagram? It's like, oh, it's Oasis Band Official. We don't really have any shows coming up that are announced, but there are going to be shows soon. We're just kind of writing, taking it easy.
Yeah, for sure.
Last year at the end of the year was pretty chaotic, so it's break time. We're writing music and putting out albums.
Hell yeah.
About to record.
Sick. We're on the same vibe right now. Ellie.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah, it is. It's nice to
Vibe.
actually just focus on writing and like
Yeah.
not have to worry too much about shows, although we do have some coming up. But So Ellie, go for it.
I don't know. My all my social media, Twitter, Instagram, that's pretty much it. Are Ellie_heart_though THO. Things to plug coming up. Got Fochella on April 17th and 18th, or it might be 18th and 19th. I can't remember.
It's 17th and 18th.
Okay, great. I should know that. But you should come to it. It's in Bowling Green, Ohio at Howard's Club H. If you go to the Twitter or any of the social media accounts for Summit Shack, you can see the full lineup. On there, like some highlights are, Jail Socks, Origami Angel, Retirement Party, Mover Shaker, just like I think Commander Salamander. I can't keep track anymore. There's 44 fucking bands on it. You're gonna have a great time if you come out.
It's gonna be very sick. I'm gonna meet a couple of the bands that are on my label that I haven't met yet, which is gonna be dope.
Oh fuck yeah!
Cliff Diver and Padfoot. I'm coming.
Padfoot is sick.
Padfoot is sick.
They're the nicest people ever.
Oh yeah.
I met Sawyer because Sawyer was playing with Mississippi when we played with them, but I haven't met anybody else from Padfoot.
I met Sawyer because Sawyer was running the first show that I ever TM'd, and then I just hadn't run into Sawyer again for 6 months, and then just randomly at a show, we saw each other and looked at each other, and I was and kind of did the Spider-Man point thing. We were hey, I know you from somewhere, but I can't remember exactly where, and we put the pieces together, and he's just the best. I love him so much.
So yeah, and you can buy tickets online for Forchella, right?
Yep, Facebook event. It's $15 one day pass, $25 2-day pass in advance, and that's for 44 bands.
That's sick. Shout out
Great
Connor
deal.
Allen.
Yeah, for real.
Always shout out Connor Allen. Connor Allen's the reason we have our podcast name.
Connor Allen is the reason that I'm alive, basically. So
Connor's Twitter is.
I think it's at Connor_Allen, but I'm not. No, it's at Kin Arcade. KINARKAD.
So yeah, follow Connor.
Facts.
And then actually look at Connor's tweets and decide if you want to keep following Connor.
Interact. Give it a shot.
Give it a like. Give it an RT. Subscribe.
All right. So my socials on Twitter, Instagram, whatever, it's at alpaca neb, like the animal, and then NEB. If you want to follow the podcast, it's on Twitter at no1carescast. It's a no one cares cast. Like, subscribe, leave a review on iTunes, Spotify, hit the follow button, subscribe to Chillwavve on YouTube because we put all of our episodes up there, and I think that's where most people listen to them. So like the video. Thanks for coming to my stream.
Hell
I don't know
yeah.
what else to say. So yeah.
That's
This
what
is
you
almost-
want on Glee.